Mike Tyson, Mr. Mike Tyson, Mr. Iron Mike Tyson. If you're watching this, I want to ask you a serious question. And what's the chances of you watching this? I don't know. But I'm just going to pretend you watching this, okay? What is the chances of billionaire playboy Donald Trump being your friend if you didn't have that money? Being your friend if you were not a boxer? Being your friend if you weren't in the newspapers and in a big celebrity? What is your chances of him being your friend, taking you out to dinner, having a whole bunch of LOLs and ha-has, you know, eating dinner with his wife and his kids? What is the chances of that happening if you was just a regular nigga? Hey, thank you for watching Power to the Pod, where we are committed to an intellectual integrity and the moral honesty. I'm your host, Superior, and once again, thank you for watching. Now, in this video, I want to make sure that everyone watching here, especially if you're an African American, if you black, if you nigga, you need to hear the words that I'm going to speak to you right now. At some point, if we really want to see some of the change that we inspire to put out in the world, if we want to see some of the change that we know that needs to be implemented for the world to be a better place, you know what I'm saying? Because like they say, what's good for black folks is good for everybody. We at some point need to understand one thing, okay? This is probably the biggest thing here. This is why it's hard for black folks to understand and to agree upon this one thing right here. Do not associate yourself with someone who has proven time and time and time again to be no good, to be an enemy to black people, and really to all people. Like, why would you want to associate yourself with that kind of person? Now, some of the excuses is, well, he's my friend. He didn't say anything racist to me. I mean, when I'm around, he's a cool guy. And it's like, what about everybody else's experience? Like, for example, with policing, I had no bad encounters with police officers, and I'm 36 years old, and I've probably been pulled over maybe 4 times in my life. But I mean, I live in Colorado, so I mean, 2 weeks, you know. But my 4 experiences, one was kind of a douchebag, but nothing extreme. But other than that, it was good experiences. I mean, as best as you can have with a police officer. I mean, you know, he didn't just give me candy and let me on my way. But why would I allow my one experience then negate millions of other people's experience with police officers, and let alone historic evidence? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, hey, stop thinking about yourself and kind of, you know, think outside the box here. And Mr. Mike Tyson, like, hey, I respect Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't one of the dudes that I will run up and be like, hey, you're an idiot, and I need you to actually like read some books. But I mean, if it'll change something, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't matter how much muscles you got. It don't matter how many titles you won. It don't matter how much money you got. At the end of the day, and he even said it himself, you still a nigga. And guess what? These rich folks, these rich right folks who don't have your best interests at heart is going to treat you as such. So let's go ahead, listen to the video so you can kind of understand what I'm talking about, and let's have that conversation.
We were at the UFC fight in Miami, and you walked up with Trump, and that place lost their mind when you guys walked. I don't know if you...
Hey, listen, Trump is, I don't like, people don't like, but Trump is the man. Trump is the man. He has this fan base, he has his supporters, and they're going to stick with him to the end.
How has he been to you over the years?
Hey, I always I never had a bad moment with him.
You've never had a bad moment?
No.
Did you
Became very profited from him. Yes, it was just a great relationship.
When did you guys initially meet? What was the first encounter?
I must have been 19, 20, but I just ate. I just had dinner with him a week ago.
In Mar-a-Lago? Where
Yes,
were you?
in Mar-a-Lago.
How was that?
That was awesome. Me, him, Byron. Byron and his mother, Baron and his mother, and it was just off the hook. Baron, he's so smart. The young kid,
Baron is smart.
Oh, Baron.
You knew
gotcha,
that?
the
You
son.
knew
He's
that?
7 feet tall now, or
No,
not yet?
6'8".
He's 6'8".
But you knew he was
Boy.
very intelligent.
I've heard a lot of weird stories about
Man,
him.
this kid is. They were saying that this kid's autistic. This guy's on top of his game intellectually.
At 16 years old.
17.
17 now. Got it.
Was Melania there at dinner?
Yes, she was there as well.
How was your interaction with her? Was she
Awesome,
like?
awesome. It's like the president's wife, the first lady.
Do you have a similar kind of relationship with the current president, Joe Biden?
Listen.
Have you guys had dinner?
I didn't have the opportunity to actually meet President Biden. I briefly met his son, Hunter. And hey, listen, we're out here. We're trying to make this the best country we possibly can. And there's certain people that believe they can do it better. And that's just what this is all about. Nothing personal.
So if you like this clip,
All right, so I mean, God bless his heart. You know, God bless Mike Tyson's heart. When, unlike the other comedian that I did a video about last week, Mike Tyson actually been through some things. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know his biography, you know, to heart like that, but you know, from some of the stories that I've heard, you know, he didn't have it easy, and he had to fight his way, like literally to the top. So I understand his willingness to be like, you know what, you know, everyone's just trying to make this a better country, but let's go back.
People that
Let's
believe
listen.
they can do it better, and that's just best. Hey, listen, we're out here. We're trying to make this the best country we possibly can, and there's certain people that believe they can do it better, and that's just what this is all about.
All right, so one thing we gotta make clear, we gotta understand. That sounds good on paper, like saying, hey, you know, we just got two political sides. I mean, I wish we had more, trust me, but it's nothing personal. None of this is personal. We're just trying to make America great. We're trying to all work together for one common goal. And we know that's a damn lie. We know that is a lie from beginning to end. We know on both sides, they do not care about the average person. Like, if you still believe that, something is wrong with you. Now, it might be, you know, a few people like here and there, like Bernie Sanders, maybe AOC. I can't really think of anyone on the Republican side. Let me know in the comments if there's one wholehearted person who wants best for all America. Let me know. But we know that's not our current politics. Our current politics is tear the other side down, the politicians and the voters. You say what you gotta say, make your money on the side, do the bidding of the big corporations, and that's it. There's no solutions. No one's trying to make America better. They're just trying to make America better for themselves. That's it. Is that really that like too hard to see? Like, you don't have to be a genius to understand that. You don't have to really be endowed in politics to really understand what I just said. Like, that's really common sense. But let's go back to what he said here.
How has he been to you over the years?
Hey, I always I never had a bad moment with him.
You've never had a bad moment? Yeah.
No.
Did you?
Became very profited from him. Yes, it was just a great relationship.
When did you guys initially meet? What was the first encounter?
I must have been 19, 20, but I just ate.
So he met Donald Trump when he was 19, 20. And I'm pretty sure like that was like the height of his career. I'm just assuming there. $1 million. He's already a very wealthy young black man. And, you know, back then, you know, Trump and folks like Trump, you know, betting on, you know, boxers like that. So, of course, Donald Trump is going to be your friend. But let me ask you, hold on, guys. Mike Tyson, Mr. Mike Tyson, Mr. Iron Mike Tyson. If you're watching this, I want to ask you a serious question. And what's the chances of you watching this? I don't know. But I'm just going to pretend you watching this, okay? What is the chances of billionaire playboy Donald Trump being your friend if you didn't have that money? Being your friend if you were not a boxer? Being your friend if you weren't in the newspapers and in a big celebrity? What is your chances of him being your friend, taking you out to dinner, having a whole bunch of LOLs and ha-has, you know, eating dinner with his wife and his kids? What is the chances of that happening if you was just a regular nigga? And I mean, no, the answer is no, you wouldn't. So I don't understand this. Well, you know, he was very nice to me, and you know, obviously it's the reason why he was nice to you. Now put yourself in other people's shoes. You're not a millionaire. You don't got all this money. You don't have this name recognition. These policies that they create do not benefit people like you or your pretend you. If you weren't a millionaire, you were not a celebrity, these policies that these Republicans push do not benefit you. Well, I mean, but he's such a nice guy, but his policies say otherwise. Because if he actually cared about the black community, he would have made some things happen. But no, just like all the rest of these politicians, they all talk and they're only looking out for themselves. So Mike Tyson, Mr. Iron Mike Tyson, has the same syndrome as a lot of these Negroes living in America. Oh, but you know, they're nice to me. So I mean, you know, we all about getting that money. Whoa, okay. Thank you for being self-centered. Thank you for being selfish, only worried about yourself. And if all of our leaders had the same mindset as you, we all still be enslaved right now. If Frederick Douglass had the same mindset as you, we damn near be enslaved up right now. If Martin Luther King had the same mindset like Mr. Mike Tyson, we still be in segregation. We still be saying hello to Mr. Jim Crow every morning. If Malcolm X and had the same mindset as Mike Tyson, we would not understand the power of black thought. We wouldn't have that confidence in ourselves that Mr. Malcolm X has instilled in us. I mean, maybe you, but I got it. You know what I'm saying? So am I wrong? Am I reading into this too much? I don't think so. I think I'm dead. I think I'm spot on. But once again, if you think I'm incorrect or if you just want to have a conversation, let me know in the comments and let's have that conversation.
Thank you for listening, and don't forget to join the conversation by subscribing. Make sure to tune in next time, and like always, power to you, power to me, power to the people, power to the pod.